Hey guys, this is Aaron. I'm off today, so I'm going to make a video. I may make a couple of videos, I'm not sure yet. But in this particular video, I want to talk about baiting the police. Let me start off by saying that I do work in law enforcement. I'm not a police officer, but I do work in law enforcement, and I do know the protocol. I do know how things work. And let me also say that I know a lot of police officers. I've known police officers. There's some police officers that are some of my best friends that I've known since I was 10 that are police officers today. And let me say that I've yet to meet a police officer that does not believe in the Second Amendment, at least here in the great state of Tennessee. I've yet to meet a police officer that does not believe in the Second Amendment. And also, most of them are die-hard Second Amendment folks, just like you and I. Most of them are on our side. Now, as far as open carry versus concealed carry, again, I'm not putting either one of them down versus the other. Just, if you open carry, you need to understand that you are going to receive some attention. It's going to happen. That's me personally. I like concealed carry. I don't want the attention. I don't care for the attention. But you need to understand that if you do open carry, you're going to get some attention. And thirdly, I'd like to speak about the public. When the public calls, police respond, they investigate. It's their job. It's what they have to do. And you also need to understand that the public, sometimes, to make sure, to make sure that this happens, sometimes they'll fib a little bit. They don't always tell the truth. And you need to understand that the officer has to take what the caller says seriously and respond as if they can't assume that this person is fibbing a little bit. They can't do that, especially when there's a firearm involved. But just understand that when the public calls, police have to respond no matter how small or large the situation. On public request, they have to respond and they have to investigate. It's their job. That's what you're paying them to do. Okay? Now, say you open carry and you're just walking. This is one scenario. You're walking from work to a pizza place. You're meeting your wife there to have lunch. Somebody calls the police and the police respond. This is how most of the time it will happen. Again, this is their job. They have to. This is what they got to do. They will stop you, ask you where you're coming from and where you're going and who you are. They'll ask you these things. And, you know, if you're just going about your daily thing, you know, you don't have nothing to hide, why be a dick and not tell them? Say, hey, yeah, I'm walking from work, I'm headed over here, I'm meeting my wife for lunch. Most of the time, this is how it's going to happen. Oh, well, have a nice day, sir. You know, somebody called, it's our job, you know, we got to do our job. Sorry to interrupt your day, and you have a nice day. That's how it happens most of the time. That's how it will happen most of the time. Take another scenario. Police respond, or say you park your car at a gas station, and you walk down. You're walking down an interstate where there is nothing. You're just walking down an interstate. You're just basically walking in an area where you know a lot of people will see you, and you're not really going anywhere. Police respond, and you're shoving a camera in their face, screaming about your rights. Well, they automatically know that they have been baited. They're going to be pissed off. I would be pissed off. Who would not be pissed off? They know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, even though you won't admit on your videos. Again, I'm not pointing anybody out specifically. You know what you're doing. They know what you're doing. everybody knows that's watching the video knows what you're doing. I personally, I think it makes you look like a freaking dick. But they show up and you shove a camera in their face screaming about your rights, and you're completely uncooperative, and you show your knowledge of the law to them. Not only have you now pissed off some officers, but you've probably pissed off a lot of officers, because again, going back to the phone call by the public, they may say you're walking down the road waving the gun around. They have to go by that. So you're not only are you going to receive response, but you're going to receive a lot of response. And these officers, because there is now because there is a firearm involved, there is a potential for officer safety situation. You got all these officers that have now responded to you that could be doing property checks in other areas, and they respond, and here you are with a camera, hollering about your rights, being completely uncooperative. These guys are just like you and I. They believe just like you and I. Most of them do. Why do this stuff? Why bait the police officers? I think it makes you look bad. It does make you look bad. Guys, please just quit baiting the police officers. If you open carry, that's cool. But why go out of your way with your camera to an area where it's obvious that you're just you're seeking out calls to law enforcement? Why are you going, why would anybody, in my opinion, why would anybody purposely go and try to get the police called on them so that they can put a police officer on camera and show what they know about the law when it comes to the second, about your rights, and just being a complete jerk to the officer? And in turn, the officer is going to be a jerk right back to you. Once they realize that they've been baited, they're going to be a jerk regardless, because you're a damn jerk. You're a freaking jerk. So they're going to be a jerk back to you. I don't blame them. So guys, just please, let's just not bait the police officers. Do what you do. If you like to open carry for whatever your reasons are, if you like to open carry, by all means do that. Just go about your daily lives. But, let's not bait the police officers. I don't personally think it's cool. So, and you're causing, not only that, but you're also causing a high stress call. These dispatchers, they're stressed out, worried about what's about to happen, because they've been told possibly that this person is waving a gun around. The officers are stressed. They're probably going to stage in an area until they have more than one of them there. It's needless. It's just freaking needless. There's no point in it. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. Anyways, that's all I got to say about that. As always, y'all have a good one.